So again, I'd like to welcome everyone to our webinar. Over the next few minutes, we're going to share with you the latest technology that's changing lives all around the world. And as we mentioned, everything here is absolutely real and it's happening right now. But before we get started, I'd like to ask you a question. Why does Facebook, YouTube, Walmart, Amazon, TV networks, sports teams, entertainers, and movie producers make so much money? Have you ever thought about that question? Well, it's because they bring people together, ladies and gentlemen. And when you do that, wealth is a natural result. But now, because of the latest innovations in technology, ladies and gentlemen, you and I have the ability to do the same thing. With the internet, with smartphones, cryptocurrency, and decentralized contracts, everyday people anywhere in the world willing to connect with others, ladies and gentlemen, and build a community, have the ability to build communities that empower individuals and families to achieve personal and financial wellness. Everything you're about to hear over the next few minutes, this is exactly what it's all about. So now this technology has paid out over $88 million in just 21 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, to those who would take the time to learn how to use them. And some of this technology we're using every day right now. Do you have a smartphone? What about a computer, a laptop, or maybe a updated tablet, ladies and gentlemen? And of course, you're going to learn about smart contracts. We're going to break that down for you. And we use cryptocurrency. Perhaps you've heard of Bitcoin. That's the #1 cryptocurrency. But in our case, we use the #2 cryptocurrency, which is Ethereum. We'll break that down and explain that to you. And we're going to show you how you can become the bank, ladies and gentlemen, by setting up your own private wallet. That will be a trust wallet on your Android phone, MetaMask on your computer or your laptop, and Token Pocket for your iPhone. So again, we're talking about smart contracts and the innovations that it brings to economics and people all around the world. Now, this is all possible because of a time-proven concept called group economics. So you might say, well, Mark, what is group economics? Well, group economics can be defined as one group of people who have a common economic interest. That group agrees to actively and consciously pursue their economic interests together to create a sustainable and secure economy for themselves. This is something that people have done all around the world in many different ways in order to empower themselves when they could not depend on outside entities. But now, because of the smart contract is the product that makes group economics available to us at unimaginable levels. So now, why group economics, you might add? Well, it's because the wealth gap, ladies and gentlemen, around the world is widening. The wealth gap between the wealthy and the middle class is widening to unprecedented amounts, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a way that we can actually empower our families so that we can close this gap and be able to achieve our goals and our dreams and be able to provide for our families. And that is called smart contract group economics. So now, what is a smart contract? Well, a smart contract is a self-executing contract with the terms of the agreement between the buyers and the sellers being directly written into lines of code. A smart contract is a computer code. It's not a company. It is literally a community of people who use a specific smart contract. And this code and the agreements therein exist across a distributed, decentralized blockchain network. We're going to talk about the blockchain in a moment. Now, the code controls the execution, and the transactions are trackable and irreversible. Smart contracts permit trusted transactions and agreements to be carried out amongst disparate, anonymous parties all around the world without the need for a central authority, a legal system, or an external enforcement mechanism. This is the next level of economic freedom for people all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. And so now, what is the blockchain? In its simplest terms, the blockchain can be defined as a data structure that holds transactional records and while ensuring security, transparency, and decentralization. So the blockchain is a series of millions of computers around the world that verify each one of these transactions. Now, these computers and this system is entirely encrypted. It cannot be hacked. It is transparent to the entire world, and it is decentralized, meaning it is not controlled by any one central authority. So this is a level of freedom for you and I. So what does Forbes have to say about smart contracts? Well, here's a recent article that says how smart contracts could change the way you do business. I want you to imagine going out and purchasing a brand new car from a car dealer. Well, suppose you could buy that car. You didn't have to deal with the car dealer at all, but you could deal directly with the manufacturer. Do you think that you would save money? Absolutely. So smart contracts enable us to do business with one another without a middleman, meaning that we can earn more or save more depending on the project. So now let's talk a bit about Bitcoin. Of course, we've all heard of Bitcoin. It is the #1 cryptocurrency in the world, having been released in the marketplace for over 10 years now, ladies and gentlemen. It has proven itself and it is now mainstream. We know that Bitcoin is digital currency that gives us the ability to do business around the world at a fraction of what we would normally pay when we use traditional payment processors. And because Bitcoin is produced in limited quantities, the more it is used, it actually drives the value up. Unlike fiat currency, which can be printed out of thin air. And when that happens, it actually drives the value down. So this is the next level of economic security for individuals around the world. And so now Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency, but Ethereum is #2. Ethereum has a unique property in the sense that it travels very fast through the internet, and it is built on something called a smart contract. So you can see here that Ethereum is an open source platform that uses blockchain technology to create and run decentralized digital applications, also known as dApps, that enable users to make agreements and conduct transactions directly with each other to buy, sell, and trade goods and services without a middleman. Economic freedom, that's what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to welcome you to Forsage, the world's first 100% decentralized smart contract. So now let's look at some of the major features and benefits of participating in Forsage smart contract. First of all, it gives you and I the ability and the potential to access recurring income without depending on a job, or a retirement check, a social security check, an unemployment check, or even a stimulus check in order to take care of our families. And because it's decentralized, there is no company and there are no bosses that can change things for their benefit. And we never have to worry about anyone running away with our money because our money is not held in a central website, ladies and gentlemen. Our money is delivered instantly, member to member, peer to peer, in real time to our private wallets that we control. And of course, with that comes a level of responsibility. You will have private keys, and you never give those keys to anyone. Of course, the scammers will try to trick you out of your keys, but you know you never give those keys to anyone. You need to protect those. Now, of course, a smart contract is controlled automatically by a pre-written code. That's what a smart contract is. And once it is released to the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be changed and it cannot be stopped. It will last as long as the internet and the blockchain exist. And because this smart contract was literally given to us, ladies and gentlemen, without any admin fees, we pay no monthly fees, no auto ships, ladies and gentlemen, and there are no renewals ever. This is a community and a smart contract that's created to empower our participants. Now, anyone can participate with a low entry cost. And of course, when you have a low entry cost, you've got low risk. And we are a community that supports partner success. You're going to understand that as you see a little more here. And our mission, ladies and gentlemen, is to empower individuals and families around the world to achieve financial wellness. So I do want to read this brief disclaimer. It's very important that you understand that Forsage is not an investment program, ladies and gentlemen. We don't buy cryptocurrency. We don't invest in Forex, and there is no guarantee of income. What a person receives is based on their individual work ethic and other factors beyond your control, such as the participation and activity of our community. And the following examples are for illustration purposes only. So now, what are your options to get started? Well, you can start with the minimum, and this is only 0.051 Ethereum, which is less than $20, one time out of pocket, and that will get you started in both parts of the program. We're going to break those parts of the program down for you. Now, the most popular option, however, is that people are upgrading to level 4 in both X3 and X4 from the start. Those are the two different parts of the program, with a total entry amount of about 0.76 Ethereum, which converts to about $200 US, and that will vary based on the market price. And we found this to be a proven working option for most people because it gives you the ability to earn money faster as those you invite also join at these higher levels. And of course, we've got many high achievers that are participating with us right now because of our proven track record, and many of them will join immediately and upgrade to level 6, which is 3.15 Ethereum, which is about $800 one time out of pocket, or to level 7 5.9 Ethereum, about $1,500. And this enables them to be upgraded in both X3 and X4. And then when they invite their referrals that do the same, it gives them the potential to explode their earnings many times faster. So there are 12 levels in both parts of the program. We're going to break this down here in more detail. X3, ladies and gentlemen, is all about the community and the team that you are building. And you can see that there are 12 levels. The first level is 0.025, which is about $6 right now. And each level is going to double. Once you have earned at least 2 payments in the previous level, then you will upgrade out of your earnings without ever having to go in your pocket. Your goal and my goal is to upgrade through all 12 of these levels so that we can open potentially 12 simultaneous income streams paying anywhere from $6 to over $12,000 over and over again. So let's break down X3 in a bit more detail. So in X3, when you invite someone who joins us, of course, they're going to join both parts of the program at the same time. Half the money is going to go into X3, the other half goes into X4. So if you came in at the lowest level, once you have invited 2 people, guess what? You have just gotten all of your money back. And what you want to do at that point, you want to take that money you just received and you want to upgrade to level 2. The great thing about this project is that you only have to upgrade one time, but once you have done so, that enables you or qualifies you to receive money at that level over and over again as the community grows. And so you can see here when the third person joins you, that 0.025, that's what's known as the re-entry. That's going to go to your sponsor. That's going to give you the ability to repeat level 3, to repeat this level again, and it's going to open up 3 more slots for you in order to do that. Now, this is really interesting because every person that you personally refer, whenever they have referred a third person, you're going to get that third payment. And that gives that person the opportunity to repeat this level, and they will show up in your level 1 again. So even when you only refer just a few people, you still can earn recurring incomes at the various levels based on the activity of the people you have referred. And so in this example, you will have upgraded to level 2. Now, upgrading is optional. You don't have to do it. But if you don't do it, you won't be able to continue to earn money at this higher level. Let me explain that to you. So the people that you personally refer, when they upgrade, they're going to follow you to level 2. So it's the very same people upgrading, paying you again. Once you have received those first 2 payments, you want to use that to upgrade to level 3. And when the third person arrives, that's the re-entry. That money is going to actually go to your sponsor, but it's going to give you the ability to repeat level 2 over and over again, even though you've moved on to level 3. So at this point, you've got 2 recurring income streams as the community grows. And so now, here's the thing. Whenever you see that caution sign, that is the smart contract letting you know that it's time for you to upgrade. You have already received 2 payments at this level, and although upgrading is optional, if you don't do so, you will not be able to open up more slots at this level. Therefore, the money at level 2 is going to pass over you. And of course, no one wants to lose money. We only have to upgrade one time to each level, so that's something that you absolutely want to do. All right, so when we go down to look at X4, you will see that the levels are exactly the same. Level 1 is 0.025, which is about $6, and all the other levels double till you get to level 12, which is a little over $12,000. But the structure here is different. This is what's known as the team build. In our community, we support one another through X4. The first 2 people that arrive here, that money is going to go to your upline, someone else in the community. But when number 3, 4, and 5 arrives, that money goes to you. And the last person that arrives, that is the re-entry. Let's take a look at it in more detail. So here you have it. The first 2 people that join you, that money is going to go to your upline or someone else in the community. But when number 3 and 4 joins you, that money goes to you. And of course, once you have received at least 2 payments at your highest level, that is the time for you to upgrade. You only have to do it one time, and that will open up that additional income stream. When the third person arrives, you can spend that money. The last person, that's the re-entry. That's also going to go to the upline, but it's going to give you the ability to open up 6 more slots at level 1 so you can continue to earn money here as the community grows. All right. Now, of course, you've upgraded to level 2, and level 2 operates the very same way. The difference is that these people come from the entire community. They could have been invited by you, invited by someone who started before you, or someone who came in after you, or even people who have upgraded ahead of their inviter. So X4 is the entire community. This is what we call the team build. And so the first two people that join here, of course, that money is going to go to the upline. But number 3 and 4, that goes to you. You want to use that to upgrade to level 3. When the next person arrives, you can spend that. And the last person, that's the reentry. That's going to go to the upline. And that's going to give you the ability to repeat level 2 over and over again, even though you've upgraded to level 3. And again, when you see that caution sign, that's a smart contract letting you know you've already received 2 payments at this higher level, at this highest level. You need to upgrade. If you don't do so, you will not be able to open up additional slots at this level. Therefore, you won't be able to receive payments at this level, and that money will pass over you. So if you didn't catch that, that's okay. We have other videos that go into more detail on this. Once you've seen it once or twice, the light bulb will go off and you will absolutely understand it. All right, so what I want to do now is take a moment to log into the back office. One of the unique features of Forsage, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is absolutely transparent. It is open source. Anyone can log in the back office to see what's going on. Everything is verifiable on the blockchain. This is why you know it is real. So let me take a moment. I'm going to stop my screen and we're going to log into the back office really quick. And I want to show you just a few things to help you understand this even more. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we are. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I want to show you how you log in. So you simply would go to lk.forsage.io. And if you have a website, if you are part of the community, you're going to open up your wallet first, and then you're going to click on authorization. Once you have passed the security, you'll be able to log into your back office. But so can anyone else. Anyone else can log into a back office and look at all of the back offices, but they cannot change anything, ladies and gentlemen. And that's down at the bottom where it says viewing. You can simply type in the ID number of any account, and it will take you right there. So I'm going to go ahead and go to account number 813, which happens to be a member of our community. And before we get into the specifics of this specific account, ladies and gentlemen, I want to look at the overall project and how it is doing. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, you can see that since February the 6th, ladies and gentlemen, we now have over 521,000 participants around the world. Over 10,851 participants have joined within the last 24 hours. 363,000 participants have earned money here, and over $89 million has been paid out in just 21 weeks. So these are record-breaking numbers, ladies and gentlemen, evidencing that something extraordinary is taking place with this project. And so when we come over here, we look at ID number 813, we can see that this person has personally referred only 9 members, ladies and gentlemen, and in just about 5 months has generated over $137,000. You can see that these 9 members have joined this person on level 1, and this person has repeated level 1 5 times. And remember, on level 1, on X3, you receive the first 2 payments. So that's 2 payments times 5, 10 payments this person has received, and they only had to pay for level 1 1 time. Okay, and then of the 9 people that actually joined this person, 6 of them upgraded to level 2. This person got paid again, completed level 2 4 times, receiving 2 payments each time. 2 times 4 is 8. That is 8 payments that this person has received. And you can see here that this is very symmetric, the growth here. And there's a reason for that, because this person is following a specific strategy, which we will show you here in just a moment. This particular strategy, it actually propels individuals who are participating with it to be able to upgrade through all the higher levels. If you look carefully here, you can see that all of these levels are highlighted, meaning that this person has upgraded through all the levels on X3 and also upgraded through all the levels on X4. And that's our goal, to be able to upgrade through all these levels, because once you have done that, ladies and gentlemen, you now open yourself up for recurring cash flow as the community grows without any more upgrades. This is where we want to be, and this is the level of financial freedom. Now, when we go down to X4, remember that's a little different. That's the team build. This is where the entire community supports one another. And you can see here, these people come from individuals invited by you. They could have been invited by someone who started before you, someone who came in after you, or someone who upgraded ahead of their inviter. You'll notice you keep seeing this pop up here. These are payments that are being distributed instantaneously in real time as we are looking at this. Now remember, the first 2 people that join you, that money is going to go to your upline, but number 3, 4, and 5, that money goes to you. The last person that joins, that's the re-entry. That opens up 6 more slots, gives you the ability to repeat level 1 over and over again, even as the community grows. And so again, the 9 people that joined up at the top, they also joined at the bottom here, X3 and X4, both the same people. And this person has completed level 1 4 times, receiving 3 payments each time. 3 times 4 is 12. That means they received 12 payments, but they only had to pay 1 time for each level. And so, of course, you want to upgrade out of your earnings. And we know that our leaders are coming in, they're immediately upgrading to level 6 or level 7, and which gives them a really good start and gives them an opportunity to generate faster income as the people they invite do the same. But if you come over here and click on number 11 here, you can actually see in this specific example, this person has earned over $18,000 at this level. And these were multiple payments of $6,284 based on the current price of Ethereum right now. So 3 payments went to this individual and 2 payments went upline to the members of the community. So this is very, very powerful, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here. Also, if you come here and click on Office, you can go down to Partners, and you can actually see the 9 people that this person has referred. And you can also see the earnings of these 9 individuals. So I'm just going to enlarge my screen here just a little bit. You can see 816 has only referred 3 people, but has earned over $36,000 and has upgraded to level 11 and level 11 in both X3 and X4. You can see that 869 has upgraded to level 12 and 11, referred 4 people, and has earned $30,000 in this example. And you can see number 9 here, 8955 upgraded all the way to level 9, referred 4 people, and earned over $10,000. So this person is following a very specific strategy that's enabling this person and this person's team to have really good success. So let me just take a moment here and let me show that to you, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is go back to my PowerPoint, and I wanna show you this strategy. It's very, very powerful. Okay, great, very good. All right, so Freedom 12, let's talk about this. We found this to be probably the most effective strategy in building this community and helping our team members to be able to upgrade through these levels. So first of all, you'll join Forsage at the highest level that works for you. And then your goal, our goal is to grow the community. That's what this is all about. Group economics is about growing the community. And you need to understand something. You remember we looked at those other companies, Facebook, Walmart, the TV networks and all that? You know, they never worry about running out of people because you will never run out of people. The population is always growing. People are being born every day. There are always new markets. You never have to worry about running out of people, okay? But the goal here is to grow the community by everyone bringing in 3 peer partners, a minimum of 3. In fact, this will work if you just brought in 2 or you brought in 1. It's all about growing the community, and we want to work with people who are going to do the same. That's what group economics is all about. And those partners, they can be anybody. The head of a household, a business partner, a family member, anyone with a goal, or even a group leader. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, every house has a foundation that supports that house. And your 3 partners will represent your foundation in this project, okay? So now, here's the simplest way to explain it. So this is a community, and we are about winning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a lot of obstacles that will want to hold us down, but we are determined to come out on top. So you want to go out and you want to personally refer at least 3 people. Then you're going to start off by focusing on the person who is most capable and most ready to also bring in 3 people as soon as possible. We're going to say it's the person in green right here. Then you're going to provide support for them. Make sure they know how to register people, provide 3-way calls, and maybe do Zoom calls with them. So what? So that they can go and bring their own 3 people. See, group economics is about everybody doing a little, ladies and gentlemen. That's where the leverage is, okay? And so now that we've helped this person bring in 3, now we're going to identify the individual of this 3 that's also capable of bringing in 3 people as soon as possible. We're going to provide the support for them, make sure they know how to sign people up, do 3-way calls, Zoom calls, so that this person can do what? Bring in their own 3 people. This is how we work it. And we want to continue this working with 3 people, ladies and gentlemen, building down. All right, because this is what happens. We have 12 levels, and everybody here in green is pushed up to level 12. All right, so we communicate together as a community so that everyone knows when we're about to upgrade, and those individuals will upgrade out of their earnings. It's extremely powerful. All right, once you've done that, you've worked on this first leg, then you can back up to the other leg and work with that person, and then finally with the last person, right? But a better way, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a leader, is to work with multiple people using this strategy right from the very beginning. So you can do this with 3 people, 6 people, 9 people, or an unlimited number of people who understand the strategy. Now, when we first got started back in February, we didn't know the best strategy. So we just did what we knew to do, which was to build out a matrix. Okay, and a matrix is you personally bring in 3. You work with those 3 to bring in 3. That would give you 9 people on your second level. Work with those 9 to bring in 3. You'd have 27 people on your third level. But when you build like this, by the time you got to the 12th level, you would need hundreds of thousands of people. That is totally unrealistic, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of hard work, and you're going to find yourself doing work for people who won't even do their own part. You have to remember, group economics is about everybody doing a little. That's what makes it work. If you got that strategy, ladies and gentlemen, you can do something extraordinary for your family. All right, so now here is our weekly schedule. We are here on a regular basis. You can go to joinwebinar.online. You can see the phone number there every Monday and Thursday. We have an evening North American webinar at 8 p.m. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 1 p.m. is our international webinar that you're on right now. Every Saturday at 12 p.m. we also have our international webinar about 1 hour earlier. And every Saturday at 1 p.m., we have our Q&A training. You're going to go to successteamtraining.com. That is a different link in order to attend. So we've got an awesome training lined up, ladies and gentlemen, for you this Saturday. You absolutely want to be there. So guess what? Because this is an international call, we try to provide you with the time zone converter when we send out the links, but this is a little screenshot of the different time zones. Of course, we've got teams in Dubai, Nigeria, India, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia, Asia. We've got teams all over the world, ladies and gentlemen. We even have a team growing in China right now, so we're very, very excited. So glad you were able to join us. So what do you want to do? Partner up with us, ladies and gentlemen. Our strength is in our connectedness. When we come together in support of one another, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. And this is why Forsage is absolutely breaking records, as you can see. So get in contact with the person who invited you on the call. We've got videos that will walk you through the sign-up process, or they will walk you through it personally. That's how we do things around here. We support one another. We look forward to helping you achieve your financial goals. And I like to close with this. You know, there are 3 types of people in the world: people that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and people that scratch their head and say, what just happened? We don't want to be part of that 3rd group. We absolutely want to be part of the 1st group. So let's make some amazing things happen, ladies and gentlemen, and let's do it together. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, contact the person who invited you to get started. Everyone have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow at the very same time, and then, of course, at 8 p.m. tomorrow night as well. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day.